Back with more Portland Today on a Wednesday, a Good Eats segment, and we're also talking about art, and we're talking about beer.
Good drinks.
The Good Drink segment, yeah. Where's the food for the Good Eats segment? But we can consume part of this segment. This is the beer portion. We're also talking about art because art and beer are being paired together again, Ashley. This coming weekend at the Portland Art Museum. We have Stephanie with the museum. We also have a local artist by the name of Eric Steen. So this is not the first time, Stephanie, that you've done beer and art pairings at the museum. Talk about why these are always so popular and fun.
Right. So yeah, this is our fourth version of Art and Beer, and we started in 2009, and it's always beer inspired by works of art in the collection.
Okay.
So brewers come to the museum, they research, they sort of take a deep dive into understanding a work of art, and then they go back to their brew houses and conjure up interesting recipes that they think sort of match and mirror the work of art.
Oh, that's wonderful. So as an artist, Eric, what do you think of that idea?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the best idea in the whole world.
Well, two things. Number one, before we go any further, I want to let our viewers know that you can check this out on Saturday from 1 to 6 p.m. So there it is, one-day event, 1 to 6 on Saturday. Now let's jump into the beer and art pairings because we have the beers here in front of us. I'll pick up this one from Ecliptic. And we have a work of art that we can show that we think pairs well with this beer. Can you explain that, Eric?
Sure thing. Yes. So the beer is a hazy IPA, and it's inspired by an autumn forest abstract painting.
There it is.
And so the brewer was really inspired by the autumn forest and foggy mornings, and so decided to create a hazy beer that tastes like the forest.
And now I'm getting it. Obviously, the artwork was created first, then the brewers witnessed the art and were inspired to make these particular beers. Okay, what do we have next?
Okay, number two. Stephanie, what's this one?
You should actually talk about the beer.
Okay, Eric, tell me about the beer.
Yes,
sure,
I can talk about the work.
So this is a porter that has German chocolate malts in it and also Turkish coffee. It's by a brewery called Lycum Brewery, and they are a kosher brewery.
That was the one brewery in the mix that I knew nothing about coming in. So
they're a very
local?
small brewery in town. All the beers that we have in front of us right now are all Portland-based breweries.
And Stephanie, what's the art that goes with
this? Yeah, this is paired with a photograph by Henry Berger. He was a studio photographer here in Portland in the early 20th century, and he went and did a whole series of architectural photographs of Temple Beth Israel over here in Northwest Portland.
A question my wife often asks when we go to a restaurant: do you have cider? Yes, this event has cider too. So we have Reverend Nats brought one of their ciders to this event. Can we talk about the artwork that pairs well with this cider from Reverend Nats?
This is an amazing story. So this work of art is by Childe Hassam. He's a really, really well-known American Impressionist painter who traveled to Portland twice in the early 20th century, and he came to paint with one of the founders of the museum, C.E.S. Wood. They would go out to Eastern Oregon and they'd paint the landscape, but he also did this amazing still life
that's beautiful.
Of fruit from what we think might have been C.E.S. Wood's backyard. He lived up off West Burnside, and Reverend Nat went to the site of Wood's former house, which is now the Portland Garden Club, and he harvested yeast from that site. And then he also was able to get Japanese boughs of a Japanese maple tree that were a gift to Wood's wife. And this painting actually was donated to the museum in memory of Wood's wife.
I think we have time for one more. As much as I'd love to get to the rest of them, I'll let you pick.
That one?
We should try this one.
We're going to throw our director out. So we're going to skip the Widmer one and we're going to go right to...
Great Notion Brewing.
Okay.
So yeah, this is a beer that is a tart Berliner Weiss.
Oh, thank you.
And it's brewed with bushels of raspberry, marionberries, and blackberries, inspired by a painting of Savi Island. The beer is called You Pick.
I could smell the bushels as soon as I put that in my mouth. Then I tasted the bushels, and the bushels
and
were
the artwork's fantastic.
Yeah, and that's Charles McKim. He is considered one of Oregon's great Impressionist painters, and he moved here in the 20s from Portland, Maine, and he just fell in love with the Oregon landscape. And so there are a lot of paintings by him all over the state.
So much more to come at the Art and Beer Picturing Oregon event.
Yes.
Tell us the details?
No, Saturday, 1 to 6.
1 to 6, $25, gets you that fabulous glass. It gets you this amazing booklet, which has descriptions of all the works of art, all the beer interpretations, entry to the museum.
And I'm sure you have it all on the website,
all on the website,
portlandartmuseum.org.
yes.
We didn't get to all of them, but I will drink all of them right now.
I'll
so
still sip
Kathy,
one.
while I do that,
Cheers.
can I send it back to you on the couch?
You may.